The security camera caught only a few seconds, but those seconds told a story of instinct, courage, and an unbreakable bond. A little boy ran for his life as a mountain lion closed in. Just as the predator lunged, a white stallion burst from the shadows, placing himself between danger and the child he loved. What happened that night on the Miller Ranch would leave an entire town speechless and remind the world that heroes come in all forms, even with hooves and a heartbeat. It was a golden evening in Montana's valley, where the air smelled of hay and the sky burned orange as the sun melted behind the hills. 9-year-old Ethan Miller ran barefoot through the tall grass, his laughter chasing the last light of day. The family's horse, Starfire, stood by the fence, his white coat shimmering like snow under the fading sun. Starfire wasn't just a horse. He was Ethan's best friend, his confidant since the day his mother passed away 2 years ago. When words failed, Starfire listened. When grief felt too heavy, the horse's gentle eyes carried the boy through it. Every evening, Ethan would feed him apples, brushing his mane, whispering stories only the two of them knew. The world around them was peaceful, wrapped in the soft hum of crickets and the distant whistle of wind through the pines. But peace can shatter in an instant. From the darkening edge of the woods, something moved, a shadow gliding low, its golden eyes locked on the open field. A mountain lion, lean with hunger and driven by instinct. It had been prowling the outskirts of the ranch for days, unseen and unheard. Starfire felt it first. His ears pricked, muscles tense. A sharp snort escaped him, the kind that comes before a storm. But Ethan, lost in play, didn't notice. Then came the sound, a low growl, deep and guttural, the kind that freezes blood. Ethan turned, and for one horrifying heartbeat, their eyes met, the boy's wide with fear, the predator's burning with hunger. He ran. The lion followed, muscles coiled, closing the distance with terrifying speed. Ethan's tiny feet flew over the dirt path toward the barn, his heart hammering in his chest. His father was too far away to hear his screams. The lion lunged, but the barn door was open. Ethan burst inside, tears streaming down his face. The air smelled of hay, dust, and fear. Behind him, the growl grew louder, closer, ready to strike. And then it happened. From the far corner of the barn, a sound like thunder erupted. Starfire, who had been watching, sensing, waiting, exploded from his stall. His hooves clattered against the wooden floor as he surged forward with the fury of a storm. The lion leapt. Starfire met it midair. His front hooves struck hard, a flash of power, a burst of courage. The predator was thrown back, hissing and disoriented. Starfire didn't back away. He stood tall, chest heaving, blocking the narrow space between the lion and the boy he loved. He stomped, reared again, and let out a deep, roaring neigh that echoed through the valley. For a tense moment, predator and protector stared at one another. Then, with a defeated snarl, the lion turned and vanished into the darkness. The barn fell silent except for the trembling breaths of a boy and the pounding heart of his savior. Ethan dropped to his knees, sobbing. Starfire lowered his head, brushing his muzzle against the boy's shoulder, as if to say, "You're safe now." Later that night, Ethan's father found them like that, his son wrapped around the horse's neck, both shaking, both alive. The next morning, the security footage told the story to the world. The camera had caught it all, the chase, the leap, the impossible rescue. Local news stations replayed it again and again, calling Starfire the guardian of the barn. Neighbors came with tears in their eyes, bringing apples and treats for the brave stallion. But for Ethan, it was never about the attention. He knew what no camera could capture. The look in Starfire's eyes before he leapt, the unspoken promise between them. A few days later, Ethan stood beside his father as they hung a wooden plaque on the barn wall. It read, Here, love met fear, and love won. Years have passed since that night, but every evening, as the sun sets over the same golden hills, Ethan still walks to the barn. He brings an apple, strokes Starfire's mane, and whispers, "Thank you." Because some heroes don't need medals or words. They just need a heart that knows when to protect the one they love.